Hello, everyone. I'm Meredith, and welcome to Conversations with Friends. And I'm excited tonight, as I'm usually excited with a lot of amazing guests, because this is really, to me, one of those inspirational programs where people, we hear so much about as you get older that you need to do things, you need to have purpose, you need to be in shape. And, a lot of people, it's not always so easy because it's hard as you get older to be able to figure out what you want to do or what you're capable of doing, right? Well, the people that you're going to be hearing about tonight have figured that out, as has the executive director of this entire artistic director of this program. And they're keeping these people very, very young. So again, welcome to Conversations with Friends. And I want you to meet Cheryl Steinthal. She's the artistic director and choreographer and lots of other activities that she heads of the new Florida Follies. So welcome, Cheryl. And Cheryl, I have been hearing about you for so long. And I've been hearing you've got to meet Cheryl. You have to have these people on the program. So I'm really looking forward to what you've done and what you continue to do.
Well,
So
I'm happy to be here.
this is real. Thank you. Thank you. This really is an amazing troupe in that, what's the age group of this dance troupe?
Our dance troupe
55 to
is
98.
55 to 97.
Oh, I'm sorry, I made a mistake there. 97. And
She
these
just
women
turned
are,
97 in September.
wow. And we're not just talking about people that go to an exercise class and whatever they do is okay. We're talking about state of the art dancing, right? And performing, in front of audiences. And, you don't get away with a lot when you're doing this.
We
So
try to
tell
put on a
me,
professional level show.
professional show. I'm glad that you mentioned that. That's the key to this. So
Yes.
tell me a little bit about what this is all about and who are these extraordinary women that have been chosen to be able to be part of this dance troupe.
The New Florida Follies is a nonprofit organization of
Mhm.
performers
Mhm.
from 55 to 97. We put on great performances to raise funds for children's charities. We do hold auditions.
Mhm.
We have professional dancers. There are two former Rockettes, myself being one of them, that are
Oh,
dancing this year. We
yeah.
have actually five NFL cheerleaders, former NFL cheerleaders. And we have many women who, from all walks of life, some have been teachers, one of them has been a lawyer, some have been dancing since they were children, and some have started dancing when they were adults. And ours is a full production show. We do tap dancing, jazz, Broadway style production numbers, precision style numbers, like the
Mhm.
Rockettes would do with kicks. And in between, we have a professional act that sings so that we can go off stage, change our clothes, change to a new costume, and come back on. Our costumes are bright and cheery, full of sequins, and it's a great group. We rehearse from May all the way
Mhm.
through up to our opening, which is this year. Our opening is February 1st. So we
Wow.
rehearse twice a week, 2 mornings a week,
Mhm.
getting ready to make this one show. And we have a season every year. This year's season is 6 shows, 6 performances at 3 different venues.
So we're talking about a very, very professional group of women, with you behind them as the director and artistic director and choreographer and lots more. I think that this organization existed before you, but you have been now doing this for about 8, 10 years, right?
I've been doing this for 10 years. The
So when you
organization started in the year
sorry,
2000 before I was even there.
I see.
Before
So
I was even in
when
Florida.
what when you had
Before I
just
was even in Florida.
Oh, it
Yeah.
started before you. So when you first got involved with this, did you think that you would find women of the caliber that you needed to have a professional dance troupe?
Okay.
Again, as women are, often dancers are 20s. I mean, let's face it, right? 25, 30. I remember I was interviewing a dancer who said she was like 23 and she felt that her legs were getting old, in terms of, the kind of rigor that you need. We're
Yeah,
not
a
talking
dance
about just
career doesn't usually go this long. So that is a multifaceted question that I have lots of answers for. So when I moved down to Florida,
Mhm.
I was actually doing jazzercise for exercise.
Mm.
One of the ladies says to me, "You have to see this group of dancers." So I went to see the Follies. It was my first view of the Follies. At that time, they were 60 years old and up. And I was about 58. So I waited until I was just about turning 60. And I myself auditioned to be part of the Follies. And for me, I was stepping back onto the stage because I had a career as a choreographer for over 45 years. And I hadn't been dancing on the stage. Before the Follies, I never danced my own choreography. This is the very first time that I actually danced my own choreography. But at that time, I decided I'm just going to go back and be a dancer again. Not, I wasn't looking for anything more. I just wanted to get back up on stage, and I thought it would be really fun to complete a circle. You make a life complete circles, and I wanted to complete that life circle and go back to being a dancer. So I auditioned for the director. I became one of the Follies members. I danced my first year, and then this director announced her retirement. She was
Mm.
85 years old, and she
Yeah.
decided that it was time for her to retire. So they
Mm.
had a meeting, and she appointed one of the older members as the director, and they're looking for choreography, and nobody in the group at the time was a choreographer.
Mm.
I kind of meekly raised my hand and said, "Well, if you need help with choreography, I can do that." And so my second year, I became the choreographer. And so
Mm.
I was still dancing because I wasn't ready to give it up. I'd only done it 1 year. So I was the choreographer for 2 years. And then that director really felt that it was more than she could do. She had been there many, many years previous. So they actually disbanded the group. That lasted 1 week. 1 week, within a week's time, we reorganized. Everybody says, "Well, we're not done. We want to keep going." And I had only been there 2 years. I was willing to keep going. And so we reorganized and we became the new Florida Follies, which is right there on my shirt. We became the new Florida Follies in 2018. We incorporated, and I became the artistic director and choreographer. And I said, "Well, maybe I shouldn't be dancing anymore." And everybody says, "No, no, no, we like you up there to follow." So I get to still play and get to dance, and I do the choreography and many other parts of it. So that is how I came to be. So you asked me about getting dancers. Many of the dancers have been there longer than I have because
Mm.
they have been dancing for years. And my goal has been to bring in more of the youngers, which
Mm.
is kind of funny because we're talking about upper 50s,
Mhm.
60s, and even 70s. Those are the younger ladies.
The
So
children, the
we
teenagers,
are
right?
we
Yeah.
are always open. We need someone that has experience as a dancer, not somebody that's never danced before. You can't walk in the door and learn it and become a dancer. And so we need people that have experience with dancing. And every year we do add some. This year we have 3 new people, and they're all jazz dancers. So we have
Wow.
expanded further because we were an all tap dancing group. And
Mhm.
I've incorporated much more jazz and much more Broadway style production numbers into the show. So this year, our new members are 3 new jazz dancers. Yeah. So
Very,
that sort
very
of
good.
answered that question. I said it was
Yes.
a long answer because it really was multifaceted answer.
Well, what I'm getting from you is that it keeps evolving. It
Yes.
doesn't stay the same,
Oh
doing the
no.
same old dances every year for
Oh no, no,
forever.
no. Our show
You're
is a
one of
brand
the
new
you're
show
a
every
change
year.
change maker, aren't you?
As soon as we finish one show, before we finish the show, I already start thinking about it. I already have a title and a theme and thoughts for what we'll be doing the next year. And we start from scratch in May. We start and we build one dance at a time, and we just keep going. And as far as I'm concerned, I think you live, you learn something new every day. And so there's always something new that can be brought to the table. Absolutely.
I mean, I'm just amazed that there are so many women out there. You know, you audition, and so there's a lot out there applying, I assume, that are able to tackle such a challenge. Isn't it a challenge if you haven't been professionally dancing for a long time to go back to it?
There are many people out there that can possibly do it,
Hmm.
but it takes a great commitment. And if you have the commitment to it, then you can be able to do it if you've had the experience. So it's again multifaceted. What I do is I choreograph a dance. I
Hmm.
make videos of this dance. I type dance notes, and so that they have to then practice at home. It is 100% commitment. Not only are you rehearsing twice a week, but they also have to practice at home so that they learn the steps, go home and practice them, come back and be better the next time. So there are a lot of people out there that have the ability if they have the commitment. It really does take a commitment to be able to do this.
So this is definitely not just something, okay, I'll go to the gym or I'll sign up at some community center to dance and I always could dance a little bit. This is really a professional dance
It is.
troupe
I
that
do
you
get a
have
lot of people
put
that do
together,
show
isn't it?
interest. A lot of people show interest. They get excited after they see our show and they go, I just love to dance and I really would love to do this. And I will
Mhm.
give anybody a chance. I will absolutely invite them to come in May and invite them to come and dance with the other dancers and with the company and see if it's something that they are up to. But you do need to have a little bit of that background. But the one
Mhm.
thing that keeps us young, and that's why so many people can do it, is because dance and exercise, it keeps us young. We don't sit around. We're not people that sit
Young and healthy, really. I guess
around.
the
And it
two
keeps you
go
healthy.
together, don't they? Young and healthy. I
And
would think
well,
that, you know,
and within that, I have people with hip replacements, knee
mm,
replacements,
mhm.
um, all different things. But dancers have a different attitude and they don't let anything hold them down. So one of my dancers just had a hip replacement. She's fully back, and her hip replacement was 6 weeks ago. And
Wow.
she's fully back,
So
fully
So you've
back.
got a really strong, committed group of women. Do you coach them as well? I mean, I know it's all about the dance and the choreography, but do you coach them emotionally, mentally, to be
Yeah,
able to handle
I
something
don't
like this?
have it, but I almost feel like I have a psychology degree because there's a lot of psychology dealing with everybody.
Sure.
And so yeah, it really is we're like a family. We call it a Follies family. We're there for
Mm,
each other in the good times and the bad. And I truly understand who I'm working with and treat each person like an individual. And so some people I'll work a little bit extra on the side, or they always can ask me questions. I also teach tap class. This morning I just taught 2 hours of tap class.
oh,
Before,
where is this? I would like
right
to.
in Lake Worth, right at a dance studio in Lake
Oh,
Worth. It's open to everybody, but
oh, it's
not
open. You
for
don't have to
beginners.
be
It's
have
not
been
for
a
beginners.
folly or something like that, right? Or a
Half of the
Rockette.
people, about half the people are follies and half the people are not. They're just people that love to tap dance. And
Hmm.
so a lot of the Follies people come to work on their technique and to expand their knowledge. And when they're learning a dance, I teach them the steps. But like I said, then they go home and they follow the videos. I make videos, one with music and one a breakdown of all the steps. So if they're having trouble with a step, they can just play that video over and over again to be able to learn the steps. So there's a lot of coaching, a lot of teaching, a lot of repetition. The one thing about being our age is we need a
Hmm.
lot of repetition for the
Mm,
brain, for the memory, and
mm.
for to get the muscles and everything to get them to do it. So that's something we found being older that we need a little bit more
Mm.
exercise, a little bit more repetition so that we can really learn it and learn it well. Yeah.
Well, when I hear this, I feel like this requires all of what you just said, but discipline.
Yeah.
Somebody that can say, I'm going to keep up with my schedule. I'm going to do the dances. I'm going to look at the video. It's not for a person
That's a
that says,
dancer's
I'm
life.
retired and I don't really feel like doing that much these days, right? Not for those kinds of people, even if they have some good skills.
That's a dancer's life. A dancer's life comes with discipline. And I think that's the ones that have been the real professional dancers
Mhm.
come with a higher degree of discipline, and I think it helps because I think it rubs off on the others. And with dance comes discipline, absolutely. You hit it on the nose.
It must be an amazing experience for these women, right? I mean, to be at whatever age it is, whether you're 60 or whether you're, what, 97? Am I right? 97?
97.
um, to be part of something, because again, as I started, people do need purpose, and not everybody's going to find purpose like this, in their next year, follow, older years or whatever you want to call them, the aging times. But do these women consider themselves to be very, very fortunate to be able to be part of something like this?
I think so, which brings you to another side of also why we feel so fortunate. This is
Mhm.
twofold. Dance is my passion. I have done it all my
Mhm.
life. I have never
Mhm.
stopped. From the time I was four and
Mhm.
a half, I have been dancing and I have been choreographing my whole life. But
Mhm.
not only do I get to achieve this goal of dancing in my golden years, all of a sudden
Mhm.
now I'm doing it and able to help children in need at the same time. So we are able to raise funds and donate funds to all of these great organizations. So it is so rewarding because it's not just about us. It's nice to do something that's not just about you. It's really nice to be able to do something and be giving back at the same time. So I feel so fortunate to get to do this. And then at the same time, we do so many things. Like for our holiday party that's coming up, we will bring toys, clothing, diapers. We invite one of our charities is Children's Diagnostic and Treatment Center. So a group of us go to Children's Diagnostic Treatment Center. There is a mountain of gifts in the middle of the room. And we
Mhm.
all take toys little bit by little bit and we sort them. Over here is 3 to 5 year old girls. Over here,
Mhm.
4 to 6 year old boys. And then the social workers deliver them to over 2,500 to 3,000 families. And that's just a small part of what we do. We've
Oh.
also presented checks to these charities, and we have another charity that we just found out about. It's called Chariots of Love, and they give
Mm.
wheelchairs to children. And I never knew this, but I learned that a child of cerebral palsy cannot get covered for a wheelchair until they're 5 years old. Well, this group can take a 3 year old, get her a wheelchair so that she can get to preschool. And the insurance says, just send them in a stroller. Chariots of Love
Mm.
provides them with a wheelchair so that they can get to preschool in a wheelchair. So that's this wonderful organization we've just learned about. We also have another one that's called Ukulele Kids Club, and musicians bring to the hospitals, they give them ukuleles, teach them how to play, and they sing and they play the guitars and ukuleles with the children in the hospitals. And then one more charity we give to is Make-A-Wish. Make-A-Wish has a branch here in South Florida, and we're able to direct a wish and give it right here to somebody in South Florida. So that's what another just benefit of doing what we do, because we're helping children at the same time
Mhm.
and we're entertaining audiences. That can't be forgotten because we're inspiring people. Many people come to our show and are inspired, like, whoa, if you're doing that, I better get exercising, I better get moving. So we're also entertaining and inspiring our audiences, which is another great thing that we do.
You must be wake up every day with so much energy, and I did speak with you, and I know, I can feel right now, the energy, the high energy that you have. So, do you feel it is all as a result of, you probably were born with this personality too, but do you feel,
Probably, but
yeah, very
I
energetic,
wake
gets
up
things
every
done?
day just happy to be here for another day and to
Mhm.
see what another day will bring me. I live for the moments.
Mhm.
I say you always have to find those moments, and every day will bring a moment. And I do have a lot of energy, which is good. That's a good
I
thing.
can feel it. I
Yeah,
can feel it.
it is a good thing, and it keeps me going and keeps everybody else going too.
And I'm sure it just must be so fulfilling for these women. Do you get response from them in that sense, in
I
terms of,
do.
like,
I
this
do.
has been
They're
life
very,
changing, or really help them move forward in life during difficult things, stuff like
yeah,
that?
and they have a lot of support. they have a family of friends that dancers that are behind their backs, and supporting them. So absolutely.
Wow. So if there's any message, I think we've gotten through quite a few messages here, what would that be to people out there, listening to what you're doing? To me, it's, the commitment, big commitment to this. This is not like something you do once in a while when you feel like it. The commitment to the dance, right? And
Hmm.
as we're saying, as we're talking, it's the commitment to helping children.
I have to show
So
you the back of my
yeah,
shirt. Are you ready? You have to see the
I'm
back of
ready.
my
I'm
shirt.
ready.
Okay, okay. We'll have to figure out how we can do
Let's
this.
see.
Everybody
Let's see what it's.
read the back of my
Let
shirt
me
so
get my
everybody can see.
glasses. Wait a minute. I'm going to read it. Where the older generation taking care of the. Oh, I'm sorry. We are the older generation taking care of the younger generation.
So
How beautiful.
that's
Oh,
one
I
of
love
our
it.
mottos.
Talk about inspiration.
That's
That
one
is
of our
really,
mottos. And
really beautiful.
we also feel you need to keep learning, keep living, keep laughing, and keep moving, because that's what keeps everybody going and healthy.
So there it is, another great mantra. And I'm sure that wherever you go, wherever people see you, they walk out feeling very, very happy
I
and
hope so.
energized. Did
I
we
hope so.
say where it is you perform? We might have
Not
said it at
yet.
the
And
beginning.
I have to tell you
Well,
one
we
more
got to say
thing that
it.
we've been talking about my women,
Yeah.
but I have to tell you, we have 3 men that perform in the Follies with us.
Ooh.
And they are also volunteers. They also come to my rehearsals
Mhm.
and they perform with us. They are not necessarily dancers. One of them is a international folk dancer.
Mhm.
One of them has some acting background, and one of them was an architect, and his wife was in it. We said, "You want to be on stage?" So we have 3 nice-looking men that also perform with us. And so what we didn't say is we started to. I have 6 performances. Our opening is February 1st, and it is
Mhm.
Palm Beach Gardens at the
Mhm.
EC Theater of Palm Beach State College, right on the campus off of PGA Boulevard. That's our opening, February 1st. And then for the Southerners, we're going to be in Broward County. We're going to be at the Miramar Cultural Center. And
Great place. Great place.
that's on March 1st. It's a beautiful theater, so we hope people will come and see our show. All of our shows are Sunday matinees. So we say, come spend a Sunday afternoon with us. You will not be sorry. And then we have 4 performances in Boca, and that's at Spanish River High School at the Countess de Hornley Theater. And all of our shows are at 2 o'clock. It's about 2 hour show with an intermission. And this year we have guest artists. They're called the Mid-Atlantic Men. And our show this year is called Color the World. So our costumes are very colorful. We are covering all over the world. And the Mid-Atlantic Men, 2 are from the US and 1's from the UK. And so we're covering that part of the world too. And so it's just a fun-filled afternoon of music, song, and dance. And the main and easy thing is anybody can find us. We are the new FloridaFollies.com. And you can find
Easy
us
to find.
Instagram,
And
Facebook, TikTok, or our website. And all of the information for all the shows and how to get tickets is right on our website. So they just have to go to the newfloridafollies.com and they can get all of that information. And ticket sales are open already. So
Cheryl,
go buy
you are
tickets and come
beyond
see us.
inspiring, I have to say. Your enthusiasm is infectious, I'm sure that, after hearing you and learning about these amazing women, again, just to say it again, the age of these women and what they do from 58 on to 98, right?
55
98,
to
I'm sorry,
97. Close.
close. Okay, close. Not that great with numbers. You can see, that these are women that have been chosen by you. They've been trained by you. They've been not just that, nurtured by you and your energy and your positivity to
And they
put
bring a
on
lot with
show.
them. It's not
What?
all just me. They bring a lot to the table.
To
We
the
have 2 jazz dancers that have also taught and choreographed, and they work
Mhm,
with me when I do a jazz number, and they get to do some of the choreography alongside of me. So we have
mhm,
a lot of very talented people. I had mentioned one of them is a lawyer. We have a board, and our president of the board, she was a lawyer in Florida, in Palm Beach
mhm,
County for 35 years, and she
mhm,
helps handle all the contracts. So
mm.
there's not just me, there's people, everybody is such a great part of it that it takes all of us together to make a whole.
To
It
make
really,
this happen. It really does take a village, doesn't it?
yes, it takes a
And
village.
a lot of enthusiasm as we see in you, and a lot of high energy. I get the feeling that you just don't sleep much, or maybe you don't need to with all this exercise you do.
Well, when I'm sleeping, I'm usually dancing in my head. Or when
Right.
I'm trying to sleep instead, I'm usually dancing in my head.
Cheryl, it's a pleasure to get to meet you. I've heard so much about you and your group of women. And I think your energy and everything and what you all do is really infectious and inspiring, definitely
Oh, thank
inspiring. I
you.
think people hear you, what you do, they might think, well, I might not be able to be one of these women, these dancers, but maybe there is something that I can do to help others and help myself at the same time.
Absolutely.
So
Thank you
it's so
so
nice to
much.
meet you.
I'm so
Thank
glad to
you.
meet you, and I appreciate you having me here and getting to tell you all about us.
It was hard to get you because you're in between either rehearsals or doing something. And I know I even spoke with one of your dancers who said, "Oh, I can't do that. I can't miss my rehearsal." So everybody's really like committed, like they're on Broadway or in New York, right? It's great. So congratulations on all that you
Thank
do.
you
And I
so
definitely
much.
want to be there for one of the shows.
Oh,
Thank
you
you.
have to come.
Yes. And thank you, everybody out there, for being part of the program and letting others know about Conversations with Friends, where we are really committed to searching for people who are making an impact in South Florida and other places too and beyond. And as far as I'm concerned, making the world a better place, with people like this. So thank you so much for watching. And as we say, the Brahma Kumaris say, Om Shanti, I am peace. Thank you. And Marianne Weiss, I have to thank her as our technical director, who we wouldn't be able to be doing this program without her. So thank you.